hopefully. Merry Christmas, everyone. I've just been speaking to myself for the last I don't know how long, but Merry Christmas to everyone. Let's just make sure that everything is working over here. It says upcoming still. Why isn't it working? For the last Okay, it's working. Everyone, Merry Christmas. Apologies. I've just been speaking to myself for the last, what is it, 9 minutes, thinking that I was live. But thank you so much, Frog Lady. I've added you to the support wall. What a hectic week I've had. What a hectic few days I've had. What a hectic Christmas Day, Christmas Eve I've had. Hello, Merry Christmas to Japan, Japan, Japan. I'll say it again. I've said all this, but I thought you could hear me, but obviously you couldn't. But Merry Christmas to you, to Michaela, and to the girls. I've tried my best to. I couldn't find a Santa hat. I've got a Christmas chef hat. I have done no cooking today, I have to say. Blue Sky, how are you doing? Thank you so much for being here, Cliff Dog. Banana Necessary, also Merry Christmas to you. And obviously Frog Lady, once again, Merry Christmas to everyone. Ingo UK, you're not late. I'm the one that's late. Happy Christmas to everyone. Merry Christmas, Jesse. And yeah, what a crazy trip. What a crazy day. I nearly had to cancel my trip. I'm gonna explain all that. I nothing fancy today. I can't do the lights or anything like that. Um I nearly would have not been able to do this stream because I only got my electricity back like earlier this morning. I will explain. I will explain in a minute. So keep on watching. I'll explain. Let's say hello to everyone. Happy holidays, Chef Nathan and Monkey Crew. I'm not really a chef. It was the only thing I could find that was like Christmassy. Merry Christmas, everyone. Common commenter, and we need to find you a Christmas Hachimak. Yeah, that would be so cool, right? That would be pretty cool. Maybe for next year, right? But it's been a crazy last 24 hours. Everything's fine now. I think. I hope. And I will be making my way to to Japan in the next I don't know how long, maybe the next 9, 10, 11, 12, 9 hours. In the next 9 hours or so, I will make my way to the airport. Well, I will start driving to the airport and make my way to my first flight, which will then I will fly to Helsinki, have a very short layover that I am a little bit stressed about, but I'm gonna after the stressful day that I had today, I don't think I'm gonna stress anymore. But can you all see me? Can you all hear me? I just want to make sure I'm not talking to myself like a crazy person because I do feel like perhaps I am just talking to myself right now. And I want to make sure that I'm not talking to myself, that I am talking to other people. So, do you think Tokyo has a super intelligent breed of crows? Absolutely. They seem different, like they are planning something. Absolutely. They they are scary. They are scary. I think, people complain about over tourism. I think the crows are a bigger problem. Check out what I've got. I'm gonna try it on screen. I found this. It's very weird. It's from Spain. It's a limited edition Coke Zero Oreo. Oreo. It says there, sin calories, no calories, fizzy cookie flavored. Fizzy cookie flavored Coke Zero limited edition Oreo. Has anybody ever tried this? I'm gonna be trying this in a minute. Loud and clear. Yes, you can hear. Awesome. The picture isn't the best. Not sure if the camera or you. Yeah, this unfortunately, um, basically, I've had quite a big incident happen last night, which for a minute I thought I was gonna have to cancel my whole trip, and therefore I don't have my normal setup. I'm currently on my laptop with the laptop camera, which isn't the best. But that's the best that I can do at the moment. Plus, I have packed away all my gear, all my main cameras, etc. So that's probably why the quality isn't that great. Well, let me see if I can. Maybe I need to clean the camera, and that might help because it seems to be a little bit dirty. Maybe that's better. Maybe now that it's a little bit cleaner, it's a little bit better. But yeah. Oreo Coke, that sounds as bad as Japanese mayonnaise drink. I know, this is my version of mayonnaise drink. Japanese Japan, if you just come, I'm gonna be trying some Oreo cookie fizzy flavored drink, Coke Zero. And I said to say Happy Christmas to you and to Michaela and to the girls earlier on, but I'll say it again. Merry Christmas to your family. Um now that I've cleaned it, it's better. Merry Christmas, Artorius. Merry Christmas to you. The Oreo Coke Zero is pretty good in your opinion. Really? Where did you try it? When did you try it? Is it like a common flavor now of Coke Zero? This is the first time I've seen it. So yeah, basically what happened and the reason why the setup is so weird and I can't really put the lights or anything is because I live in an apartment block for anybody that wonders. I live in an apartment block like most people here in Gibraltar. We are the third, I think, most densely populated location in the world. I think we're in part or very similar to Hong Kong in terms of population density. Apartments are small, not maybe not as small as Tokyo, but we have quite small apartments, and we live in apartment blocks. So I have a neighbor on top of me. I have a neighbor below me. I have like maybe this. I'm on a floor. There's probably another 4 or 5 floors above me, and and basically what happened was my okay. So I was in the kitchen. And so you need to picture this. I was in the kitchen and in my apartment, in my flat, and I noticed a puddle of Coke Zero on the floor. So, well, I thought it was Coke Zero on the floor. There was a puddle of Coke Zero on the floor in the kitchen, and I thought to myself, when did I drink Coke Zero? And like, when did I spill Coke Zero on the on the floor? When did I even like spill Coke Zero on the floor? And as I was looking down at the paddle, I felt a drop on my head, and then another one drop on my head. And when I looked up, that's when I realized that there was a leak coming from my neighbor above. And at that point, I thought it was only the kitchen. So I ran up to my neighbor, and my neighbor wasn't home. Thankfully, we have in these apartments, we have the we can access the like the mains of the water, and I was able to close off her mains. Um, and but I thought it was only the kitchen, and when I came back, I called her, and she was about half an hour away, so she made her way back to her apartment. But when I actually got to back into my apartment, I realized that it wasn't just my kitchen. The water was coming in through. It was coming in through my corridor, which is actually just behind me, and like a boiler room where my boiler is, that's was like a waterfall of water coming in, and it was all coming into in basic yeah. So that was basically Christmas Eve ruined. Um I didn't have a Christmas Eve, pretty much. I tried to get things under control and lots of towels, buckets, and that kind of thing, and clearing and moving things out of the way. And I did go at one point to my parents for Christmas Eve just to eat very quickly and then to return home to make sure that my house wasn't flooding anymore. Um, so it looked pretty awful yesterday, and I didn't have electricity. The fuse went, so I didn't have any electrics. So I was there with a torch. My neighbor next door lent me a torch. Um, it was just so stressful, guys. You've got no idea what a stressful Christmas Eve. I mean, my plan was actually to do a Christmas Eve stream and a Christmas Day stream. That was my plan, but I didn't even have electricity. Plus, I was so stressed. It was just been crazy. So I have damage to part of the ceiling of my kitchen. I have some damage to the wall of my corridor. The whole boiler room is completely damaged. Um, and at one point the water wasn't stopping, and I thought I'm not going to be able to go to Japan. Like you can't just leave. Like you can't really like leave go to Japan and leave your house like flooded, right? But thankfully by this morning it had calmed down. It was just a little drip and a lot of towel changing and that kind of thing. Things have sort of like dried up. Like I said, I do have damage. I'll have to talk to I've sent the insurance an email because what would you guys do? Does anybody here work in the insurance like industry? Because I was like, what the hell do I do? It's Christmas Eve. I can't contact anyone in the insurance. Christmas Day, I can't contact anyone in the insurance, and the following day I'm going to Japan. So so what do I do? So I've sent them an email with the like explaining what happened, and hopefully my parents will. And I don't want them to get too involved either because they're old. I don't want to give them any stress either if I can help it. Um, but so yeah. So that has been a little bit of a shocker. I am absolutely exhausted as a result because I feel like the whole of yesterday evening I spent cleaning water and making sure that I was like with a mop and with towels and with buckets pretty much. So tired. So yeah, Tokyo Banana Coke. That would be epic. Ninja Monkey Special Edition. Was it poop zero leaking? Unfortunately, it wasn't Coke Zero leaking. Sam Town, hey, how are you doing? Yikes indeed, yikes indeed. Heat wave up to 3 degrees Celsius in Chicago. Wow. Santa hates you, bro. I know, right? Hopefully you can claim on home insurance or your neighbor's insurance. Yeah, I mean, I've had something like this happen in the past. The last one was much worse. And basically, I don't know if you can see, but like, yeah, like there's even patches on the ceiling there. But um, like I said, I've sent them an email, and hopefully the email they will be able to sort it out, right? So, brutal. What a terrible time. I know. Terrible time. Terrible time. No point stressing. It can't. If you can't personally fix it. I know. I know. My big stress was that the water was going to continue. That was my big stress, and there was going to be more damage. And but what was the cause? That's a very good question. The cause was a boiler. A boiler basically exploded or whatever. A boiler broke in my neighbor's above in the boiler room. That's why there was so much water coming into the boiler room. But obviously, water finds like the easiest path, and it made its way to the kitchen. It made its way to part of this room actually, further back. So I don't have any electricity in this room still. So actually, only well, I do. I don't have any lights electricity. So well, you can leave for Japan. Just sue the other person later. I mean, you know what? Like, you guys, you know me. Like, I wouldn't just sue somebody, but I will claim it all on my insurance, and then my insurance should, in theory, deal with it however way they need to, right? So I don't need to have any fights with my neighbors. My neighbors are lovely. My neighbors are nice people, and it was an accident. It wasn't like they tried to like flood my house on purpose. It was just very bad timing. It's very stressful. And yeah. Ooh, would this be a bit weird? Can I make a sort of wait a minute. Christmas Ta-da! Nathan, you're live. Merry Christmas, crew. Merry Christmas, indeed. Indeed. House Fladder, yes. Oh, Japan. You work in the insurance industry, so maybe you can tell me. Leave it to the professionals, leave the key with someone, and enjoy your holiday. Yeah, that's basically what I'm doing. That's what I'm gonna do. You need your policy number, give them a call or fill an online form. Um, well, they're not open until the 20. I think that they don't open until the 30th. That's the problem. But hey, would think if a leak came from your neighbor, their insurance should cover it. I don't know what like I said, I'm not gonna stress about it right now, but so sorry to hear it was stressful. I'm okay now. I have my Christmas Japanese cooking hat. I have my Oreo Coke Zero that I'm gonna try. And her insurance company should ask her if any other properties are affected. Make sure she mentions you. Yeah, like I said, last time I had something like this happen, I went via my insurance, and then that's why you pay for insurance, I guess. And then they chased everything, so it was in their interest to find the insurance company of my neighbor, etc. In the past with another tenant. So I'll just contact my insurance, which I've sent an email. I'll probably have to deal with that whilst I'm in Japan a little bit, and then I will let them do whatever they have to do. Best bet is to take photos of the damage and inform your insurance company. They will deal with it. Yeah. Do you not have maintenance at your apartment complex that you could call? Yes, but not on Christmas Eve. This is the problem. This is the problem. Like even my neighbor, she was so apologetic. She was so upset about what was going on in my house, obviously. And tried calling all sorts of people, but it was Christmas Eve, so very bad timing. Good that things are under control. For the most part, you can still make it to Japan. Yes. Make sure you take plenty of photos of videos. I've got videos of when it was happening, and I've got videos and photos of the situation now, But the thing is that I know how these things work. It's the kind of thing that really it's going to take a week or so for me to actually see the full scope of the damage, because last time my floors started lifting about 2 or 3 weeks after the water ingress. So at the moment I'm bracing myself. I'm pretty sure there's going to be more damage to my apartment, more than what I've seen, but hey. Oh yeah, and then the second part of my stress, and I don't know if it was stress related. But this today I've had a little bit of a stomach bug on Christmas Day. So I've not really eaten a lot. I've been with my family, but I'm feeling much better now, thankfully. And that was like when I was thinking, oh my God, am I even going to be able to go to Japan? I went to the emergency pharmacy. I've got some special drugs just in case, I explode on the plane. I swear. We have the Oreo Coke Zero in America as a limited edition. I've been trying to stock up on it before they stop selling it. Nice. On that note, let's let's give this limited edition fizzy cookie flavored Coke Zero. For those of you who like Coke Zero, I'll let you know what I think. I mean, I'm quite a purist when it comes to Coke and Coke Zero. I've tried Coke Zero and Coke Cherry and lemon and all sorts of things added to it, and I'm never a big fan. So, I mean, I'm always open to trying new things, right? Michael J, I've just been explaining about my disaster of Christmas. Um, but I mean, all in all, guys, I have a big family, and Christmas is the day when we all get together. We had 30 of us together in my auntie's house, like all my cousins, all my, their partners, the kids, nephews, grandparents, aunties, uncles. Everyone was there. 30 of us, like one big Mediterranean family, and that was great. That was always so much fun. Yeah. It's also it's a very strange time, Christmas, isn't it? Like, you just remember the people that aren't with you, and look around to the people that might not be with you very long. So it's a strange one. You're gonna make the most of the moment. You know how I feel here. Okay, let's give it a go. I'm probably not gonna drink a lot of it just because my stomach has been a bit weird, but I wanted to try it. So, kampai, everyone. Kampai, kampai, kampai. We have, by the way, we have only, I believe, let's check this. We have 4 likes and 23 viewers. I am not drinking this until we have at least 15 likes, guys. 4 likes only and 23 viewers. That's sad. 4 likes, 5 likes. As a former maintenance tech, I was on call on Christmas many times and people had no problem calling me. Rarely had a Christmas or Christmas Eve with no calls. Yeah, I guess here in Gibraltar it's a little bit different. Did you buy some diapers just in case for the flight to Japan? No, but I'll be carrying some extra underwear with me, that's for sure. I'm fine. I've been fine for the last few hours now, but it was just that initial like, oh my God. You've liked on both your accounts. Thank you so much. You have to appreciate those that are still here. Indeed. Absolutely. 12 likes. Let's see how we're doing. 12 likes, everyone. Hit the like just before you said it. Awesome. So yeah, my trip tomorrow, I'm a little bit worried because my layover is very short. But I've decided I'm just not going to stress about it. Like, whatever. I mean, if for whatever reason I miss my connecting flight, I guess I'll get to see a little bit of Helsinki because that's where I'm gonna be. So Michaela has pressed like too. Yay, Michaela! Thank you. She says hello. Hello, Michaela. You should do a dramatic reading of the upper book they leave in the book that everyone seems to hate. I'm yet to read it, but I hear it's wild. Um, I guess so. Hello, on the road, but listening in. Hey, Bojo, thanks for being on the road and listening in. Please be safe whilst you know, drive. Helsinki is nice and cold. I mean, to be honest, I've been doing the whole like looking back at the past historical flights, and they're usually on time. Today's flight was 45 minutes delayed, and they arrived 50-minute delayed, which means that they would have only had 20 minutes for the layover. I doubt they would have made it unless the plane waited for them, which might have happened if there was somebody on the plane going to Japan. They might have waited for them because that's happened to me in the past. But yeah, I'll be keeping an eye tomorrow morning when I wake up in the morning. My flight should, in theory, already be on the way to my airport, and I'll be able to sort of figure out if there's going to be a delay from that. I bought some limited edition Malaysia only official family Lego. What? Ooh, you need to do a live stream of that, I think. Hmm. Sure, it'll be fine. You could buy a deer pelt in Helsinki airport. I always look at them when I'm there. You won't be the only passenger with a short connection. No, last time I had about 25 minutes and I made it. But they held the flight back, the next flight back for me. So this is my alarm because I put an alarm basically like reminding me to go to bed early because I need to get up quite early tomorrow morning. But I'm streaming instead. Hey, Tommy Tran. Hello, everyone. Merry Christmas indeed. Merry Christmas to everyone. It's lovely to be here with all of you guys just before I go to Japan. Just a quick reminder to keep an eye on Happy Gaijin and on Ninja Monkey, because I will be streaming on Happy Gaijin and on Ninja Monkey whilst I am in Japan. One more like, guys, 15 likes, and I will get to trying this limited edition Coke Zero Oreo cookie fizzy cookie flavor. How about that? 14 likes, one more to go. But yeah, I will have an early-ish flight. Sorry, night. Because hey, 15 flights, 15 likes. Oh, I'm so tired. 15 flights, 15 likes. Right, let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. Coke Zero. Come by, everyone. Mm. Oh, it smells like Oreo. It actually smells like Oreo. It smells more like Oreo than Coke. Okay. Kampai, everyone. Thank you for your support this year. Although we still have a few more days of this year, but crazy how few days we have left of this year, right? So, Kampai. Thank you. Cheers. Chin chin. Mm, hold on. I'm still trying to process it. it it tastes like Coke Zero, and it tastes like, and I don't know if anybody ever had this before in the past, but there used to be these sort of like chocolate like dusted chips or crisps if you're in the UK, and the chocolate tasted sort of like not real chocolate, and it was like a dusting over the crisps. Well, this tastes a little bit like that. It doesn't taste like an Oreo, I wouldn't say. It tastes like Coke Zero with a faint taste of cheap chocolate. Hey Will, how you doing? Merry Christmas to you too. Boxing Day in Australia, there will be another day, and all things will all get sorted out eventually, Nathan. Your trip awaits. Yes, indeed. If you get time, buy Sutroming in Helsinki, the Japanese love fish. It will go down a treat. Maybe I can give it to Mariko or something. You liked it surprisingly. Tommy Tramp, I don't know. I mean, give me normal Coke Zero, I think, but I think I'm enjoying the weirdness of it. Tastes like diabetes. And make sure to open the Strudströmming on the plane, yeah, and get chucked out of the plane, right? Smelliest thing ever. I know. I've seen all sorts of like YouTube videos about it. A man on cherishing the people close and around you. My mother's birthday is Christmas Day, and I lost a few years after Christmas, 14 years ago now. Not trying to bring the mood down. So sad, but yeah. An acquired taste. I don't think it's going to be an acquired taste. I think it's going to be a once only drink. I've drunk about half of it. I probably won't drink anymore just because I've had a bit of a sensitive stomach. Open a can in the hotel room. It will brighten everyone's day. Oh, the chocolate dipped crisps are really good, but the ones in the ones that we used to have, and there was a Walker's version, like a UK Walker's version, and I'm talking about probably like in the 1990s. I remember being like a kid, and they had these chocolate flavored Walker's crisps, and it wasn't chocolate covered crisps. It was like normal crisps, normal chips. If you're from the States, normal chips with like a dusting of chocolate. But yeah, though I think you know the I like the corn chips or the corn puffs that are covered in chocolate. Those are pretty good. Chocolate biscuit Coke Zero face. Indeed. That is my chocolate biscuit Coke Zero face. Now you know what my chocolate biscuit Coke Zero face looks like, guys. Ooh. Ah, how far are your like when you go to the airport? How far is the airport from you? Out of curiosity, like how far a drive would you say the airport is for you from where you live? And what do you do with a car? Do you drive? Do you get a cab? Do you get a taxi? Like what's your strategy? What's your normal sort of like situation? Pizza crisps are top notch. I agree, my favorite. Yeah, love those pizza crisps. Japan. I know they're pretty good, eh? I usually bring a lot. Gerald, 125 kilometers. So how long does that take you? Yeah, the Calbee ones, they are freaking good. Um, because I need to drive about 1 hour and 10 minutes or so from here to the parking of the airport. And then from the parking of the airport to the airport is like another 6 or 7 minutes. But they take me via transfer, you know? So 45 minutes drive by Uber? Okay. Uber. Yeah, I'll drive and I'll keep my car like in a parking. About 40 minutes and my sister drops me off. Okay, nice. 60 kilometers, that's not very far. Dropped by someone. Do flights go straight to Japan from Gibraltar? Sam, I wish they did. But they don't. And I'm not flying from Gibraltar this time. I'm flying from an airport, the next airport closest to Gibraltar, which is actually in Spain, which is quite wild. Half an hour by car, 1.5 hours, but I take a train to Gatwick, National Express to Heathrow. Okay, okay. 75 to 80 minutes if I can hit the gas constantly. 25 kilometers, that's nothing. 20 minutes, I get family to drop you off. Yeah, 20 minutes is fine. 15 to 20 minutes and catch a taxi if going to Japan. If just a short trip somewhere, I take my own car and park it there. Airport, 4 hours drive. Wow. Car storage near airports. Wow, 4 hours drive. That's quite a trip, I would say. Airport is 30 minutes by car, 30 minutes by train. My dad normally takes us and picks us up. What a hero. Yes, dads are heroes indeed. And yeah, I can't drive after a 16-hour flight, so it's Uber or taxi. Yeah, that's one of the things that originally I was worried about. I was thinking, oh my God, I'm gonna like arrive back after a 14-hour flight and then another 3 or 4 hour flight, so 18 hours in the sky. I'm gonna arrive at the parking, and then I'm gonna have to drive an hour and 10 minutes back home. But it's fine. I mean, I just sort of like make sure that if I need to stop for a coffee, I stop for a coffee. I try not to force myself to drive it all in one go, although I usually do, surprisingly. But 25-minute Uber, 57 kilometers takes 45 minutes in a car. Okay. 40 minutes drive, Will. I leave super early usually, so I typically Uber there. I stay in a hotel the night before at the airport, helps reduce morning stress. What happened? Um, you're gonna have to go back to the replay to listen to the whole thing, what happened. But to cut the long story short, my neighbor above me, the boiler burst or whatever, or broke, and my part of my house was flooded. I didn't have electricity, I have some damage, and for a minute I thought I wasn't gonna be able to actually, like sort everything out to go back to Japan. But it's all good. No other way to soldier through better than sitting in a dirty German train. Yeah, unfortunately, the options for public transport to get to the airport that I want to go to in Spain aren't very good. There is a bus that I could potentially go on, but the not that early in the morning. And then if I'm gonna stay a night, like the last time my flight left at 6 in the morning, and I spent the night obviously at a hotel nearby. But this time, because my flight actually is like at 11 in the morning from the airport, I can probably leave here at about 7 in the morning. I want to get there with plenty of time just in case anything happens. I want to make sure that I get to the parking on time and that kind of thing. Sometimes, the whole checking into the parking, because it's like a parking it's like a private parking. It doesn't belong to the airport. It's probably, I'm guessing, 2 kilometers away or 3 kilometers away from the airport. So you leave the car there, and then they transfer you to the airport, and then they on the way back they transfer you from the airport back to the private parking. So my two trains in Germany were very nice. Ooh, from Frankfurt Airport to Bonn Airport. Ooh, very nice indeed. But I am very much looking forward to getting back on the streets of Japan, and I haven't even looked at the weather forecast. What's the weather forecast? Weather Japan Tokyo for the week. No rain, no rain, no rain. Um so 13 degrees, 5 degrees. Sunny skies, a little bit of cloud, mostly sunny. Nice. I don't think I need to worry about rain when Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, it looks to me like it will be a mostly sunny, cold for me, like for me, but I find it odd how a big A380 plane takes off. It's incredible, eh? There is no airport bus really. There is, but they start a little bit later, so they just don't wouldn't work for me. And sometimes, like you need to get the airport bus, but it gets you there like way too early. So 500 tons at takeoff. Wow. Tommy, I'm gonna be back there for only a week, so not very long. Is that a red chef's hat that says neon? Yes. Well, not quite. It's a ooh, it says Christmas chef And I just put this over it just to make it a bit Japanesey because I couldn't find a Christmas hat. So this is the best I could do. So spoiled from my airport, there is no early morning flight for me. Just leave at lunchtime, nice, and land in Japan for dinner. You're so lucky. Yeah, my whole situation is gonna be like leave here at 7-ish in the morning, drive for about an hour and 10-15 minutes, probably get into the parking at 8:20, um, probably get to the airport just before 9, and then my flight is at 11. Fly, have a 1 hour 15-minute layover, and then fly for 14 hours to Tokyo, Haneda. Flight is with JAL, nice. All the Yabisu beer I can drink, love that airline. Japanese fruit picking friend heads back to Osaka on Monday, so doing a last 4-wheel drive on Ocean Beach Drive fish for him on Saturday. Wow. Lucky I have at least one layover and anywhere from 12 to 15 hours total flight time. Um, Frog Lady, so lucky. I need to move to somewhere that's closer. 10 hours from Melbourne. That's not too bad. Taxi in Tokyo to Haneda, about 5,000 yen. Uber to my house from LA International, about 100 US dollars. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. By the way, for anybody who isn't aware, but that's my friend Japanese Journey. He's been in some of my videos before. And if anybody's a German speaker, you should check out his channel. He's doing German content. 9.5 hours from Sydney. Oh, the dream, the dream. Just hope that the air traffic control won't be on strike. I haven't heard anything about air traffic control being on strike, so usually it's on the in the news. Usually it's in the news. So, mm, yeah, nothing in the news about air traffic control. French. Yep, nothing. Sounds okay to me. 15 to 16 hours, one change from St. Louis to Tokyo. The cheaper flights layover in Singapore for how long? I don't know. Yeah, man. 11 hours to Shanghai. This is quite a good one, the one that Japan Ichiban does. 11 hours to Shanghai and then 2 hours 15 to Tokyo. It's a very, very nice route, and it's also the cheapest that he's used. I flew last time, and I think it's probably become my favorite. If I could do this again, I would. I flew from the same airport in Spain, Malaga airport, um to what was it? Zurich airport. And that was only 2 hours and 20 minutes. And then from Zurich airport to Tokyo was like 13 hours. So it was very, very nice, a very nice flight. And the layover was only like 3 hours, so it's pretty good. Jesse, he goes from Manchester, I believe. Anybody got any special Japanese inspired Christmas gifts this year? What were your gifts, by the way? You're so lucky that Manchester flies. Oh, wouldn't it be great if there was a direct Tokyo Manchester flight? 11 hours to Shanghai sounds it goes via Russia. Yep. You received a user tree. That's pretty cool. You know, I don't have any anywhere for like trees, but I'd love one. You got the Great Wave socks. Nice. Gifted my parents a ton of mochi. Ooh. Did they like it? I got some Pop Tart socks, which, while not Japanese, would fit in at Donkey. Yeah. 10,000 yen for your favorite trip. Nice one. Christmas cards in Japan. My friends from Tokyo sent me some sketching ink pens. Ooh, very cool, very cool. You know what? I don't think I've received anything. Oh yeah, I received some like special flavored Pocky actually from a friend. I got money, which is odd, as I have a full-time job. I always feel lazy, but at least it's useful. Yes. Oh, it always feels lazy. Yes. You have to start drawing. You're gonna have to draw a ninja monkey. Oh my goodness, I'm tired. I am tired, and I will likely be ending the stream in the next 10 minutes, just that you all know. Um, it was just a quick, Merry Christmas to everyone, and give you an update on everything, and just a reminder that you should keep an eye on this channel for live streams when I'm in Japan. Really, you know. You got KFC yourself today. Does that count? Yes, it does. I would say it does. Very much so. I've got my additional Manaka just in case. I need to put that in my wallet. What time do you fly, Nathan? Did you say in the morning? Yeah, I actually fly from Malaga Airport to Helsinki at 11 in the morning. So hopefully everything runs smoothly. It's Christmas in my town, but it's like Chinatown, so everything is mostly open except the American businesses. Oh, funny. Funny, funny, funny. I don't know why I've left the thing at the top that says at Ninja Monkey Guy. Don't at Ninja Monkey Guy because it won't work. Hmm. I was trying to think whether I should take my laptop or not. I've decided I will take it. Just just so that just in case I need to do something. How did you pass your time on the flight? Um, I tried to sleep. I tried to watch some of the movies. Um, but I try to sleep as much as I can, really, to be honest. This flight is going to be difficult. I think it's a 5 p.m. flight from Helsinki, more or less. So it's going to be difficult. It's still mostly a daytime flight, mostly. But I'm going to try and sleep if I can. Really. I've got my laptop. If I need to do any work, I can do it on the laptop, that kind of thing. So, yeah. Hmm. And this time round, I had some air miles with Finnair, and I I upgraded my seat. I didn't get business class or anything like that. It wasn't available. But I upgraded my seat to a front row seat with extra leg room. So hopefully I've done the right thing. $299 return. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Does anyone know how Japan KFC rates against US KFC? US KFC quality has gone down in the past years. I cannot compare it to the USA, unfortunately, but I'm not the biggest fan of KFC in Japan, personally. I think it's okay. I sometimes stare into space. Pastime on the flight, noise cancelling headphones, yes. Few bottles of red wine, and then sleep. Japan's KFC queues in the Australian news. Ooh. I don't know how anyone sleeps on a flight. I slept 9 hours on my last flight, by the way. The bulkhead seat is a good one. You think so? I hope so. It's not an emergency exit or anything like that. It's just basically, I don't know, it's a front. I paid extra for it. It said it had extra leg room, and I thought to myself, not so much for the leg room, but mostly I thought to myself, it's a window seat and it's the front. Um, there's nothing in front of me. I think it's the next sort of like I think it's premium economy beyond me, but it's like a wall or whatever. And I thought if I want to get in and out of my seat, in theory, I hope that I'll be able to like go for a walk or go to the toilet or whatever without having to disturb my whoever's sitting next to me, you know? That's my my thinking anyway. Whether it happens, I have no idea. It's hard to find KFC. Wow. Very rare. Wow, wow, wow. I didn't know that. Music, podcast, download YouTube videos to watch. Soon passes. Yeah, indeed. I mean, I'm gonna do that soon. I'm gonna now I'm gonna try to go to bed early, and I'm gonna try to download some movies and stuff on my phone, at least just on my phone, you know. So, mm. Right, just gonna start ending the stream. If anybody has anything to ask or say or whatever, we shall be keep an eye on the channel, keep an eye on the Discord and on the all my socials, you know. I'm looking forward to it. And you might even get to see a Jim Ross in the wild with me, because he's coming to Japan a few days time. So, and I've just remembered I needed to do something also now before I go to bed. Thank you so much. We'll try to have a great trip. I'm sure it will be a great trip. It's just such a long trip, you know. Such a long way to go. Safe trip, Nathan. Thank you. Merry Christmas and a happy Gaijin New Year. Very clever. Very clever there. Have a wonderful trip, Nathan, and don't worry about what you can't fix. Agree. Agree. I just need to rest up because I don't want to be like super tired tomorrow morning. So it is what it is. Good luck on your trip tomorrow. Have a safe, nice flight. Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. On that note, I think it's time for me to say goodnight and Merry Christmas and or Merry Boxing Day or whatever whatever is in your country right now. And once again, thank you so much, Froggy, for your support on the channel with a super chat earlier on. Take care, stay positive, and be a happy guy.